Ah, that's better. Just been fixing it with these handy replacement pieces, which I found at Virtual Daggerwin's house. Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So we have now 2 fields of crops. That one has no trees in it at all. I've cleared everything. There might be the odd stump. I guess there might be a tree trunk laying down somewhere. But yes, overall, they're now ready for when the crops are ready for harvesting. So I just need to make sure everything is as productive as possible. Essentially, this field needs to be completely fertilised from this end all the way to the other, even though it's got 3 different crops in it. And actually on the minimap it looks very impressive. It's like a Neapolitan ice cream, just not the same colours. And yes, there's no strawberry, chocolate and vanilla in that. What would it be? Mint, vanilla and... I don't know, actually. That's not a nice green, is it? Anyway, yes, just get rid of these weeds first of all. I can increase the speed a bit. I did actually see a few people saying that there should be an opportunity to decide whether or not I keep this feature, being able to remove the speed limiter. So that's a good idea. I think I'll put a vote in this video down below. There'll be a vote, and that's where you can decide if I'm allowed to use the mod which removes the speed limiter when working. I think it's not so much of an issue now anyway, having it, because the machinery is naturally going to get bigger since I have more money. So having to spend a crazy amount of time on each small area those times have pretty much gone, since I can now afford to get a bigger cultivator, and we do have more horsepower to run a bigger cultivator. So yeah, I don't know, let me know. Please do vote down below. And when this is done, I need to empty the herbicide and fill it with liquid fertilizer. I just hope this crop here is not going to ripen before I have done it, because I think some of it is almost there. I think it's on the last growth stage. Oh, I know what it could be. Of course. It could be mint or lime, vanilla, and olive. Olive ice cream. I don't think so. Unless maybe that is a thing actually. Maybe it's surprisingly refreshing. I once had some ice cream which was made out of hay, and it really did taste just like hay, as you'd probably expect. So there we go. Got the herbicide taken out. Now for the liquid fertilizer. We have plenty here, so that's good. Start with this field. Actually, I say start, so we might as well just go round the headland and then up and down the field. It's going to be far easier. I will start over here. Put our speed limiter on. I think 11 feels about right. And because the crop is growing very well, I can't really see where I've been. Really, I should have tramlines on, actually. It would be better. But I've already started now. I might do it in field number 2. Right, that seems to be working fine. There's been so many occasions where I've been applying fertilizer and then realised it wasn't applying at all. Oh, this bit here never actually got the first application. So that is application 1 going on now. Right, so yeah, I'll crack on. If we need to refill, we can just go to the yard. We have a refill point. So, easy. Nice, easy job to start the episode. Right, that'll do it nicely. So if this end of the field germinates before the end of the episode, I can apply another application. But yeah, I don't know if it will do. I think it probably will do, otherwise it's going to be quite slow for this game. So now for this crop over here. I'm guessing if I switch on crop destruction, I'm going to be leaving tram lines, which I think, yeah, for this field it's going to be handy. Wow, you can actually see the logs over there that I've missed, and the stumps. Shame that when you get up to them you can't see them at all. That's going to be interesting when I come to harvest. It looks so easy, it looks like I can just run over there and get rid of the stumps, but really I can't see them at all. So anyway, let us switch on crop destruction. See if it does. Yes, it is doing. Okay, so I do need to make sure I drive sensibly. And although yes, we are losing a piece of the crop, this is more realistic and it's going to make it easier to actually apply the fertilizer anyway, so it's for the best. And it's not too destructive, it is actually leaving some relatively neat tram lines. Yes, I probably should have turned before then. Not to worry. I don't think the sprayer leaves tram lines because that's got row crop tyres. Right, we're entering tree stump territory. It's not going to matter too much for the sprayer. It'll be later with the combine when it does cause problems. That was something? Yes, I think I just clipped the side of a log. Anyway, once again, let's get this field done and then we can move on. Very well spaced. Looks really nice at this end. I did mess up a little bit over there. But yeah, I think that's good. It looks like it should do, pretty much. Although you wouldn't tend to have a withered headland. It's just the way it is with this game because of the way I... Actually no, it's probably something to do with the missions. Because I think they only work with square fields, don't they? The contracts. So yeah, that's probably the reason why. Anyway, let me take this back. We did have enough fertilizer. We may need this remaining 33% for this side of the field. And how neat was I? Oh, very good. Very neat. Missed a bit there, but overall, fantastic. And you can even see the tram lines. Right, so as you can see, I do need to do a bit of work here. Manure is in the pile over there, but I do need to buy some more. And the water, I actually did do this last time, but I lost the progress because of the power cut which I had. So this is the same water that I'm putting in again. Okay, good. There we go. We'll just park it around the corner. So the big question is, which combine harvester am I going to buy? Because the time has come for me to move on to something with a bigger tank. Not necessarily a bigger header, because the header of the one which we have is actually quite decent. It's just the grain tank which is very small. So I did have a good suggestion by one of my viewers, and I hope I get the name right. From memory, I think they were called Farmer Envoy Extreme, I think. I really, really hope I've got that right. So thank you to that person, or somebody with a similar name. Yes, the recommendation was to have a Class Dominator 106. So apparently it's only £40,000. I think that's what they said. Can't remember how much the header was. But yeah, that definitely sounds to be in our price range. Bearing in mind as well, we do have the other combine to sell, so we can make a bit of money back, although it wasn't expensive, it was very cheap. But I will be so much happier when I know that we actually have that combine, because that will keep us going for quite some time. I think it's got a 5.1 metre header. Whoop. Well, ended up in the right place. So there we go. That has filled the manure. The cut flowers can keep growing. Well, not the cut flowers. They're for cutting. Good. Right. So let's take a look. Let's see exactly what was recommended to me. Yep, this is the one here, £40,000. Is that the one I have on Vintage Survivor? I'm not too sure. Oh yes, and of course we can buy used. 205 horsepower. We can go for a different colour. Now, this different colour is totally free, so we can change it back again at some point if we don't like it. I don't know if they were ever made in this colour, and if they were, what the reason was for it. But, yes, it's definitely something different, so we'll go with it. So, can I afford the header and the trailer? I really hope I can do. Obviously in the same colour scheme. Yep. Looking good. Header trailer. It probably just goes on to a standard header trailer. I think Stara is too orange and JCB is not orange enough. But anyway, it'll be good enough. So we still have £17,000 left, and I have the combine to sell. Since this can be sold from here in the workshop, I will just keep hold of it for now. Let's go and pick up our brand new, well, not exactly new, our used, new to us, Dominator. Lovely. 205 horsepower. What an upgrade. Yeah, so if you don't like the colour, please do let me know. If it isn't obvious in the comments section what the most desired colour is, then I'll have to do a vote next time. Ah yes, of course, we have to do the PTO. Is that on? I think it is. There's a container behind me, don't want to hit it. Have to do a bit of shunting. And now to attach to our header trailer. Have I hit it? Yes. That's good enough. Right, so this has to get straight into a workshop. We're going to have to repair it. It shouldn't be too expensive. It's probably in the region of £2,000 to fix the whole thing up. The header, the trailer and the combine harvester. But yeah, it's never... Oh no, don't want to go this way. It's never too serious. It's never that expensive. Don't try this at home. Or indeed on a ship. Yeah, since I changed my encoder, this game is super smooth. So, I don't know if it was the amount of mods I have or not. I don't think it was, actually. 296. 37. And the header hasn't quite made it in. Should have done now. So yes, much less than £2,000. In fact, I think it was less than £500. Nice. But it's still dirty. I can get that washed. In fact, we really could do with a pressure washer. But it can probably wait until after harvest. Okay, there's my pointless turn. Let's get back to the farm and we'll be ready for the soybeans when they're ready to harvest. I really am pressing on now with this series. I don't know if I should do 3 episodes a week because obviously 22's release is just around the corner. Less than a month to go. And we only do this 2 days a week. So there is an available slot every other week. There's like an empty slot because I don't do ETS2 every week. So I might put an extra one in there, which would be a Wednesday, just until the release of 22. Right, so nothing is ready just yet, but we can prepare. We can get the trailer ready. I see that not all of that field is at the same stage, which is unfortunate. Swing this round into here. So yeah, now that I have the combine, I can focus on maybe getting some cows if we can afford to buy the enclosure. It is, I think it's £50,000 for the enclosure. That's what we agreed. Or was it 25? It was either 50. I'll probably do a vote on it. 25 or 50. This doesn't need to be here, does it? I'll just very quickly take this back to the farm, and instead of having the loading wagon, I will put the trailer on the back. Right, so I suppose the question is, which one is going to be ready first? 2 or this one? I would say this one here. It just looks like it's much closer to being ready. Although, will it be today? I don't know. Has that side germinated? As soon as that germinates, I want to spray it. But there we go. We have the trailer ready. And we're going to do the orchard in here as soon as we have the money again. Probably the money from just one of these fields will be enough. So is it ready? No, it's not, is it? It's not grown at all. Well, maybe by the time we brought the Fent back, it will be ready. And yes, I might as well sell the other combine. It is a very decent looking tractor. I can see why it's so popular. And it's going to be in 22, I believe. Right, so yeah, big trailer. Do we need it? That's the question. If we clear another field, then we are going to need it. But I just don't know if we're going to be clearing another field. Not all the fields on this map require clearing. And yes, it's quite an involved job. It takes a lot of time. So I might, for my third field, just buy a nice, crisp, clean field, which already has a crop in it, with no trees. Oh, look at that. That needs to be tidied up. And they've actually run out of food. They have run out of food. I believe I have some food in storage. Yes, I do. I must get that for them. I think the best way of doing that is with the bucket. With the John Deere. Still not germinated. I do have crop growth on. I've just checked. It was off earlier, but it is now on. I'm sure that log there spawns every time. Pretty sure even if you delete it, it returns. See, oh yeah, we've got poo in the bucket. Oh, I'm gonna have to drop that and then pick it up again later. I didn't realise I'd transported poo. Okay. Yes, this is why we need to have a pressure washer. 66%. Well, it's given them some food back, but we still need to top it up. Just go over to my silo and put it straight into the bucket. Yeah, so for anybody wondering, we own the area over there, this pit. We don't own the cow enclosure over there, or the sheep, or the pigs, but we do own the silos, and we own the pipeline that runs to the BGA. That wasn't very well aligned. There we go. Oh no, I've gone too far. Oh, wow. There we go. Well, it was close enough. This is probably more than they actually need. Oh, they took it all. Nice. So, how much space is there? In that case, since there is quite a lot of space, I might as well just transfer everything. I take it they would accept barley. Yes, they do. So it's about quarter full. Probably take another 3 bucket loads, maybe 4. Okay, this one should do it. Even if it doesn't quite do it, it's going to be pretty much full. So I'll keep them going for a long time. They're producing their eggs very nicely, although not on the scale of vintage survival. Crikey, those eggs on... No, not the eggs, they're not producing stuff. The chickens, they are producing so many eggs. There's so many of them, though. Just, if it's one egg a day from a hen, and we have, I don't know, what do we have, 180 hens? 180 eggs every single day. Yeah, it soon adds up. Okay, so yeah, it would have taken a little bit more, but that's still very good. So let me scoop up this manure. It may even fit into the greenhouse now. Out of the way, logs. I really hope that the canola has started to grow. It doesn't look like it has done. It does seem quite slow today. It's usually extremely fast. Oh, it also means it's probably got weeds yet to grow as well. Ah, the weeds have grown. Oh, lovely. Well, they can be weeded. I'll just put it like that. Leave it like that. It'll empty the bucket as it goes. So, yeah, the crop hasn't grown yet. But the weeds have. So, in that case, what I need is, if I still have it, yes I do, my weeder. We do not want weeds in the field. It's not looking likely that I'm going to be able to spray it today, but at least I can do this. So yes, it's obviously not a wide working width. I believe I can connect a few together, but I think probably when I'm ready to change this, I'll go for a super big one. Not one which is double or triple the size, more like 8 times the size. Okay, I don't think crop destruction is going to have an effect because the crop hasn't even started to grow properly yet. So yeah, I can just keep going like this. Oh wow, that's going to be like looking for a needle in a haystack. I can't tell the difference between the crop and the weeds, and it's dark, and that's just impossible. How are you supposed to do it? I think I'm just going to have to spray the rest of the field. Most of it's been done. I can see a few weeds dotted around, but I have no idea where I've been and haven't been. I'm not just trying to make excuses there, by the way. That is just... how are you supposed to know where you've been? Right, let's let them grow. Doesn't matter. We've got herbicide. It's a very small proportion of the field. They can just be killed when they're fully... I'm sure they'll be fully grown by the morning. That's what usually happens. So, yeah, anyway, I covered quite a decent amount of ground there. Actually, it doesn't even look like it's got weeds. Actually, no, that piece hasn't. But yeah, even where it's got weeds, it doesn't look like it has many. Blends in so well. So, yes, I think I'm going to put this back in the yard. That's all good there. So yeah, it germinated when I didn't want it to. Oh, look, the soybeans are ready. Is the whole field ready? Yes. No, this piece here isn't. Is field number 2 ready? No. Okay, so by the morning, all the soybeans will be. 2 might be, 1 might be. And that one will be ready for its final application of fertilizer. So we have a very busy day ahead tomorrow. Let's go and pop this back. But yes, I do not want to be weeding with a weeder so small again. We need to have something much bigger. We're covering way too much ground with the tractor. It's compacting the ground. And yes, it doesn't even take much power, so we want to have a big, wide machine, big wide implement, so we can do it in just a few passes. There we go. So yeah, definitely a later finish today. So I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.